Hey, good evening, guys. It's Jim. It's Tuesday evening, the 26th. I wanted to just get this quick video out to you. I thought it would probably be more beneficial to you to see a video than to try to read a long email with lots of information. I've been noticing on Sundays that we've had a lot of new people that have been coming through our doors, and it's really encouraging. We've had Financial Peace University kickoff, and I noticed last week that our children's check-in area, the line kind of backed up on us, which reminded me of what it looked like before we added our second service back in the fall. So that was encouraging, even though it's a challenging problem. It's encouraging to see things like that happening. There's more coffee being prepared every week because people are drinking it. There's the number of people that we're counting in the auditorium. It's above what we're projecting. So there's some really good things going on. God seems to be smiling on what's happening here at Fusion. And you know what? If we used all those things to measure our success, we would win every trophy in the book. But that's not what's most important. We realize that making disciples is most important, and we realize that doesn't happen on Sunday mornings. It happens in our homes. It happens through the relationships that we build with people that are in our homes. So before 2016 gets completely away from us, I just want to remind us of a few things that are important, that should be priorities, and just hit on those real quick, and then we'll be done. This will be probably 5 or 6 minutes, and if I can not ramble along. So first thing I want to talk about prayer. Prayer gathering, Sunday, 5 o'clock, the 31st. That's just 5 days from now, and encourage you guys to be there. If we're really serious about what God's going to do through Fusion, prayer must be the priority. So come, bring your D groups. Prayer, 5 o'clock Sunday. Another element on prayer that happens every week is our prayer room. Would love to share more information with you about that. It happens during both services. It's down the hall across from the cafeteria. Just follow the signs. There's a link in this email to see the schedule if you'd be interested in leading one of those services. If not, just go and participate and see what it's all about. And that's fine. We want you to participate in that. We want you to encourage your groups to participate in the prayer room each service, each Sunday. So please do that, and then make a commitment. Prayer gathering this Sunday night. It's our first one of the year. Let's make it a great one, and let's make a commitment as individuals to make prayer a priority in our own lives, and corporately that we make prayer a priority in our church. So next, after we talk about prayer, I want to talk about serving. And I know you serve, you open your home, you lead a D group, you participate in so many different ways. I'm not asking you to sign up to serve in a different capacity. What I want you to think about is I want you to think about duplicating yourself. Just like your group is expected to duplicate itself at some point, also as a volunteer, you can duplicate yourself. Invite someone to serve alongside of you as they enjoy it. Encourage them to serve on a regular basis. Introduce them to the ministry leader in that area. And then do whatever you have to do to break down the walls or fears that that person may have to serve. As their D group leader, you probably know them a whole lot better than I know them, or than Dennis knows them, or than any of our other ministry leaders know them, because you are their shepherd. So as you know them, encourage them to serve in a way that is meaningful for them. Speaking of duplication, in a few weeks, I'm going to be gathering names for the next RLD training, for the next small group leader training. So, encourage you to think about who those people might be in your group. Start encouraging them and let me know who they are. I'll be asking, but if you want to jump the gun, please let me know who those folks are, and we will begin praying toward that, and we'll invite them to that training, and then before we know it, you'll be duplicating your group, and you'll have a new leader that you have branched out, and it'll be a great encouraging thing for yourself and for your group. So last thing I want to talk about is just inviting people to your group. On Sundays, it's so easy to come in and keep our same routine of drinking coffee with the same people, standing in the same circles, and not paying attention to what's going on around you. So I encourage you to break up your huddle. I encourage you to find someone that you don't recognize. Every week, there are several families between services, before and after services. Those families that are walking through that lobby, so many of them are not connected with the D group. So I want to encourage you to find someone you don't recognize, find someone maybe you've only seen 1 or 2 times at church, and invite them to your group. Find out if they've been involved in a group. find out if they've tried out any groups, and invite them to yours. Sometimes they only need to be asked. They're just waiting for that invitation. So please make that a priority. I think your group will benefit from it. You'll be encouraged by it. And I encourage you to invite folks each and every week. Encourage your people and your groups to invite folks just one a week. And it'll make a big difference in your group. So I want to say, lastly, thank you. We appreciate you so much for what you do, for opening your home, for loving on people, and for being obedient to the Lord. And we know that as we continue to see people respond to what God's doing, as we continue to see God do things, and we continue to do our part in what He's called us to do, we will see disciples made in our community. So thanks. Good night.